It's early morning in Nashville, Tennessee. Dave Ramsey's workshop is about to start, but the energy already buzzes. People clutch worn notepads filled with stories of late nights worried about bills, crushing debt, and the paralyzing grip of financial chaos. One question hangs in the air: can someone really break free and transform their money habits once and for all? You're about to hear how Dave's plan reshapes lives from overwhelmed to empowered. Dave shakes up the usual pay off big debts first advice. Instead, he champions tackling tiny debts first. It starts with momentum, an idea so simple it's almost revolutionary. Bethany was drowning in $15,000 of debt in Tulsa: credit cards, medical bills, and that old car loan. She started Dave's debt snowball by paying off a tiny $500 medical bill first. That first victory was electric. She called Dave's radio show with tears. Momentum kicked in, and those small wins fueled a snowball effect, clearing all her debt in under 2 years. Think of the debt snowball like pushing a giant snowball down a hill. At first, it's tough and slow. You start with a small, manageable chunk of snow, a tiny debt. But soon it's picking up speed, gathering more snow, rolling over bigger debts. The power is in the emotional win, not the mathematical best payoff method, giving you motivation you didn't know was possible. Paying off debts with the debt snowball isn't just about money, it's a psychological liberation. As the debts disappear, people report feeling lighter, smarter, even excited to budget and save. Dave calls it living like no one else now, so you can live like no one else later. The payoff? Real, lasting freedom that stretches beyond your bank account. Life throws curveballs: car repairs, lost jobs, surprise hospital visits. Dave doesn't want you back in debt after the first mishap. Enter the emergency fund, a financial firewall that's both shield and sword. In a lecture in Louisville, Dave tells the story of Mike, a father of 3 who scraped together $1,000 to kick off his emergency fund. Weeks later, his car broke down, but instead of swiping credit, Mike paid cash and stayed debt-free. That $1,000 wasn't just money, it was peace of mind, a buffer that stopped one crisis from snowballing into many. Think of an emergency fund like a shock absorber on a bumpy road. Without it, every pothole, unexpected bills throws you off balance, forcing you to borrow or stress. With the fund, you glide over the bumps in control, no damage done. It's the first line of defense in Ramsey's playbook: protection first, then growth. Once your emergency fund is in place, something unexpected happens: your anxiety about money drops. Dave shares stories from clients in Phoenix who say their relationships improved, sleep got better, and they actually started dreaming about the future again. It's money peace, a game changer that textbooks rarely mention but everyone craves. If money's a body, your budget is your personal trainer. Dave's strict but loving method demands you know exactly where every dollar goes. No cheating, no guessing, just pure accountability. In one story, a mom named Tanya from Columbus took control by crafting a zero-based budget. Every dollar she earned was assigned a purpose: bills, groceries, savings, even a small fun fund. The clarity was shocking. A few tweaks later, she was padding her savings instead of burning through checks. Tanya said it felt like finally having a financial map for her family. Giving every dollar a job is like training your money like a disciplined athlete. If your dollars had jobs, you'd avoid idle money wasting away in impulse buys. It's the difference between chaos and control. Each dollar reports for duty to keep your funds lean, efficient, and in peak shape. Saying no isn't about deprivation, it's about choosing what matters. Dave highlights how many get stuck not because they lack income, but because they can't stop funding wants disguised as needs. The payoff? More money for what truly moves your life forward and fewer regrets echoing in your bank balance. Remember Bethany, Mike, and Tanya? Their wins didn't come from magic, they came from ditching excuses and embracing tough love with Dave's simple steps. Snowball your debts, build your emergency fund, and budget every single dollar. Try this tonight, write down every bill, every debt, and plan your first tiny payoff. Because changing money habits means living like no one else now, so later you truly live like no one else. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.